Brunei under British influenced the Residency years from 1925 to 1941. This period marked a significant chapter in Brunei's history as the small nation navigated the complexities of colonial rule and its own cultural identity. The year 1925 saw Brunei under the firm grip of the British Residency system. This system was not just a form of governance, but a means of exerting control and influence over the local population and their way of life. This system, established in 1906, placed a British resident in Brunei. The resident was essentially the most powerful figure in the administration, acting as the intermediary between the British government and the Sultanate. The resident held significant influence over Brunei's affairs. They had the authority to make decisions on a wide range of issues, from economic policies to social reforms, shaping the future of Brunei in profound ways. Only foreign affairs remained solely under British control. This meant that while Brunei had some autonomy in internal matters, its international relations were dictated by British interests. The Sultan during this period was Ahmad Tajuddin. He was a young ruler, ascending to the throne at a time of great change and challenge for his country. He ruled from 1924 to 1950. His reign saw both the struggles of colonial rule and the early steps towards modernization. Life in 1925, Brunei was largely rural. Agriculture dominated the economy, with most of the population engaged in farming and related activities. Rubber became a key export crop due to growing global demand. This brought some economic prosperity, but also tied Brunei's fortunes to the volatile global market. However, the Great Depression of the 1930s impacted Brunei. The global economic downturn had far-reaching effects, even in this remote corner of Southeast Asia. The demand and prices for rubber plummeted, causing economic hardship for many. Farmers and laborers faced significant challenges as their incomes dwindled. Despite the challenges, Brunei witnessed some development. The British administration, recognizing the need for infrastructure, initiated several projects. The British administration focused on improving infrastructure. Roads and bridges were constructed, connecting remote areas and facilitating trade and communication. Roads and bridges were constructed. These projects, though modest, were crucial in laying the foundation for future growth and development. Healthcare and education systems saw gradual improvements. New schools and clinics were established, providing better services to the local population. These changes, though slow, were laying the groundwork for Brunei's future. The Residency years were a time of transformation, setting the stage for the nation's eventual journey towards independence and modernization. World War II and the Japanese occupation, a time of turmoil from 1941 to 1945. The tranquility of Brunei was shattered in December 1941. The Pacific War had begun and Japanese forces invaded Brunei. The oil-rich nation was a strategic target for the resource-hungry Japanese. The Japanese occupation of Brunei lasted until 1945. The Japanese occupation marked a dark period in Brunei's history. The economy came to a standstill. Infrastructure was neglected, the education system was disrupted. The Japanese imposed their culture and language. They conscripted Bruneians for forced labor. The local population endured hardships and oppression. Resistance movements emerged, albeit limited in their scope. The British, along with Allied forces, eventually liberated Brunei in June 1945. The war left lasting scars on the nation's psyche and its development trajectory. The post-war years and the road to oil discovery from 1945 to 1963 was a transformative period for Brunei. The end of World War II brought about a new era for Brunei, marking the beginning of significant changes. The immediate post-war years were marked by extensive reconstruction efforts as the nation sought to rebuild from the devastation of the war. The British administration returned, and their focus shifted towards rebuilding the war-torn nation, laying the groundwork for future development. However, Brunei's economy remained largely agrarian, with most of its population engaged in traditional farming and fishing activities. In the 1950s, the global demand for oil surged, driven by the rapid industrialization and economic growth worldwide. The British, recognizing the potential in Brunei, intensified their search for oil, investing heavily in exploration and drilling activities. Their efforts bore fruit in 1929 with the discovery of oil at Century Field. a significant milestone in Brunei's history. This discovery would prove to be a turning point in Brunei's history, setting the stage for economic transformation. The discovery of oil brought about a wave of optimism and hope among the Bruneian people as they envisioned a brighter future. It held the promise of transforming Brunei from a sleepy backwater into a prosperous nation with modern infrastructure and improved living standards. The British granted Brunei greater autonomy in its internal affairs in 1959, a crucial step towards self-governance. This step towards self-governance laid the foundation for Brunei's eventual independence, paving the way for a new chapter in its history. The Black Gold Rush, oil, prosperity, and a new era from 1963 to 1984. The 1960s marked the beginning of Brunei's transformation into an oil-rich nation. Oil production rapidly increased, propelling Brunei's economy to new heights. The influx of oil revenues fueled rapid development across all sectors. Infrastructure development received top priority. Roads, bridges, schools, and hospitals were constructed. The government invested heavily in social welfare programs, providing free education and healthcare to its citizens. The standard of living in Brunei saw a dramatic improvement. On January 1st, 1984, Brunei achieved full independence from the United Kingdom. This historic event marked the culmination of Brunei's journey from a British protectorate to a sovereign nation. The new era of independence brought with it a renewed sense of national identity and aspirations for the future. Section 5, the reign of Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah, steering Brunei into the 21st century from 1984 to 2025. This period marks a significant era in Brunei's history, characterized by transformative leadership and visionary policies. Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah ascended to the throne in 1967, becoming the 29th Sultan of Brunei. His early reign set the foundation for the nation's future, blending tradition with modernity. Since then, he has been the driving force behind Brunei's development. His commitment to the nation's progress is evident in the numerous development projects initiated under his rule. Under his leadership, Brunei has witnessed unprecedented economic growth and social progress. The skyline of Brunei has transformed, reflecting the nation's journey towards modernization. Sultan Bolkiah has emphasized diversification of the economy beyond oil and gas. Recognizing the need for a sustainable future, he has championed various economic initiatives. Initiatives in sectors like tourism, the halal industry, and Islamic finance have gained momentum. These sectors have not only diversified the economy, but also created new opportunities for the people of Brunei. He has also played a pivotal role in raising Brunei's profile on the international stage. Through active diplomacy and participation in global events, Brunei has strengthened its international relations. His Majesty's reign has also seen the implementation of Sharia law in Brunei, a move that sparked international debate. This decision reflects his commitment to upholding the nation's cultural and religious values. Nonetheless, Sultan Bolkiah remains a revered figure in Brunei, credited with transforming the nation into a modern and prosperous state. His vision and leadership have left an indelible mark on the country's history, guiding it confidently into the 21st century. Section 6. Economic diversification beyond oil and gas. While oil and gas continue to be the backbone of Brunei's economy, the nation has made significant strides in diversifying its revenue streams. Recognizing the finite nature of fossil fuels, Brunei has been actively exploring new avenues for growth. Tourism has emerged as a key sector, with Brunei leveraging its pristine rainforests, cultural heritage, and luxurious resorts to attract visitors. The development of eco-tourism and Islamic tourism has also gained traction. Furthermore, Brunei has positioned itself as a hub for halal food production and Islamic finance, tapping into the growing global demand. These diversification efforts aim to reduce Brunei's reliance on oil and gas, ensuring long-term economic sustainability and resilience in the face of fluctuating global energy markets. Section 7. Social progress and challenges in the 21st century. Brunei has made remarkable social progress in recent decades. The country boasts a high human development index, with citizens enjoying free education and healthcare, subsidized housing, and other social welfare benefits. Literacy rates are high, and access to quality healthcare is universal. However, Brunei also faces social challenges in the 21st century. The country grapples with issues like youth unemployment, a growing wealth gap, and concerns over freedom of speech and human rights. Addressing these challenges will be crucial for Brunei to maintain its social harmony and ensure equitable development for all its citizens. Section 8: Brunei on the global stage. Diplomacy and international relations. Brunei has been actively engaged in regional and international affairs. As a member of ASEAN, Brunei plays a crucial role in fostering regional cooperation and integration. The country has also been a vocal advocate for peace and stability in Southeast Asia. Brunei maintains cordial relations with countries worldwide, advocating for dialogue and diplomacy in resolving international disputes. The country has also been a strong supporter of multilateralism, actively participating in international organizations like the United Nations. Section 9: Brunei in 2025 and beyond, a glimpse into the future. As Brunei celebrates its centennial in 2025, the nation stands at a crossroads. The challenges of economic diversification, social cohesion, and navigating a complex geopolitical landscape lie ahead. However, Brunei has consistently demonstrated resilience and adaptability. With its strong leadership, stable political system, and commitment to progress, Brunei is well positioned to navigate the uncertainties of the 21st century. The nation's continued focus on education, innovation, and sustainable development will be key to securing a bright future for generations to come. Brunei's journey over the past century has been one of remarkable transformation, and the next chapter promises to be equally captivating.